Y ahora vamos a hacer unos comentarios.
Now I'd like to sum up with a few comments. First, the law of marginal utility is a universally valid law of economic science. There's no sense in contradicting it, it's embedded in the structure of our minds. Any exception you think you may have found to this law actually violates its assumptions. I'll give you an example. I have 6 children. When my first son, Jesús, was born, we were thrilled. How wonderful, etc. 3 years later, my daughter Soto was born, and we were very happy then too. Another 3 years passed, and Sylvia arrived. And we were happy, but perhaps a little less so. After 3 more years, Juan was born, and by that time, my wife was getting a little fed up. Then came Constanza. And actually she had to come next, because in all my classes I was saying that if I had a daughter, I would name her Constanza, since constancy is so important. You'll see what I mean in our last class of the year. Then along came Santiago. We just gave him a kick in the pants. Not another one. Is that not the way it is? Yes, because the more units there are, the lower the value of the last one. Marginal utility always diminishes. As the number of units relevant to the action in my example rises, and what was the other condition? That they be fully interchangeable with each other. As the number of units rises, marginal utility tends to fall. What's wrong with my example of children? Which of the 2 assumptions is not met? The second one, because children are not fully interchangeable with each other. That's why mums say they're equally happy with all their children. Well, with a few exceptions. Children are not fully interchangeable. But suppose they were fully interchangeable. If I have 5 glasses, 6 glasses, 7 glasses, 8 glasses, any one of them is worth less to me as their number increases. For example, Mrs. Imelda Marcos, the former Philippine First Lady, the wife of the late dictator. There was a revolution, and the people ousted him. And when they got to the presidential palace, they entered the First Lady's suite. And all the papers printed that what struck them most was that she had 500 pairs of shoes in her closet. So, my question is, did Mrs. Imelda Marcos value her shoes highly? I mean, if a cleaning lady had swiped a pair, would Mrs. Marcos have suffered a lot? She would have had 499 pairs left after all. And if someone gave her a pair, did it make her really happy? Marginal utility diminishes. As the number of units rises, any particular unit is valued less and less, as long as the units are fully interchangeable with each other. If this condition is not met, imagine Mrs. Marcos had 500 pairs, but she had the Sunday shoes, or the shoes the dictator gave her on their wedding day, and she valued those more than the others. In that case, the law is not applicable, because the condition that the units be fully interchangeable is not met. Take my closet, for example. If you were to open my closet, you'd see I have 2 sections. About 50 ties in different shades of blue on the right, and another 50 ties in different shades of red on the left. Those are the ones I wear. And since I don't like thinking about it, but I do like things organized, I cycle through them. Every day I automatically put on the tie in front, and afterwards it goes to the end of the line. I wear them in turn. Then in another closet to the right, I have another 30 or 40 ties that have never been worn. Each one is brand new, still in its package. So then Father's Day rolls around, March the 19th. Hey Dad, it's your day! Happy Father's Day, Dad! Look, I bought you a present, a tie. You already know what happens next. I put on a big smile. Oh, thank you. That's just what I wanted. It's not true, of course. I don't value another tie at all, because I already have 150 of them. You get the point, right?